The IPO market is booming. Does it feel like 1999?
Not at all, Dom. I think we're just getting started. And DoorDash pricing at 102, pretty exciting stuff. I think that price outside of the range that you just talked about that was already raised is the excitement around this transaction. It is also, it shows the demand that was built during the roadshow and their thesis that, Dom, let's not forget, DoorDash is a logistics company. Massive opportunity in the food vertical, but it clearly states in their prospectus that they have a lot of opportunity in the last mile delivery to your doorstep as a logistics company for all those merchants outside of food for that commerce demand to your doorstep.
All right, so John, we're showing some of the numbers right now about just how much they do. 390,000 merchants, 900 million orders placed. I guess maybe the first question I have to you is, are you part of the syndicate for this DoorDash IPO? Do you have an axe to grind here with regard to an allocation into your clients? And if not, what exactly do you think is going on with all of the demand for DoorDash?
Yeah, again, it goes back to their roadshow, their thesis, their CEO, Tony Xu. What an amazing story with his family and all that has come from his American dream. I am not restricted in this. I am not in the underwriting group. I can speak freely about this transaction. I do think those bankers at Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan have done a phenomenal job bringing this transaction to the market. That 102 price is the max that they're allowed to bring based on the demand of Regulation SK. So they're bumped up right against the max of our Securities Act of 33. That just speaks to the demand that DoorDash has generated from telling their story and their opportunity as a logistics company. I'm very excited about this transaction. I'm not involved today. I wish I was. And Drexel Hamilton, is pretty good at underwriting transactions and IPOs. We're becoming a leader in the space. And Dom, you mentioned acquisition companies. This tonight was that 102 last night. Tonight will be Airbnb, another exciting transaction that has raised its range to 55.60, bumping up against that 20% threshold of max from the initial bona fide range. Airbnb as well, just like DoorDash has an addressable market of opportunity. DoorDash has that addressable market. Airbnb's addressable market is in the trillions of the lodging industry. We're talking massive runway for Airbnb to come to market. Their thesis, their story as far as their addressable market is in the trillions for the lodging. It is Airbnb as well outside of DoorDash is a must buy if you're a portfolio manager, Dom, in the lodging industry. Were you going to sit back on the sidelines and watch Airbnb and DoorDash in your sector specific that you're responsible for being a portfolio manager? You need to at least get in there, start a position, and start averaging around today.
All right, so here's what I would say, John, because we have to take a little bit of balance to this whole thing. Some would say that the valuations at these levels, $39 billion for DoorDash, a huge amount for Airbnb, are already reflecting some of that growth in total addressable market. But I also want to get your quick take here on SPACs, special purpose acquisition companies. That pool of liquidity is also driving the market right now. It's not IPOs, but it's also pumping deals. How long can it last?
Yeah, so we're seeing 214 acquisition company IPOs this year. That's layering 72 billion on top, proceeds raised on top of the 70 billion already raised of the 200 IPOs in traditional and some of the sprinkled in direct like the Palantirs. So that 142 billion of issuance is massive, but digestible because that money is sitting in a trust waiting for their business combination.
Sure.
And what really works in the acquisition company is the management team. Dom, you got to look at the management team. When they find their company, a portfolio company, it's got to fit like a glove, where they can layer their skill set on top of that company and have it additional growth in the future. I expect 2021 to continue this robust activity. And Dom, just real quick, even if we revert back to the mean of the 59 SPACs that were issued in 2019, you're still going to see a triple print of IPOs next year.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.